Only the great Kahana could get that backup generator working.
You are under arrest for the murders of Tom Fellows and Jane Kingsley and for the attempted murder of Eden Castillo.
Ooh, just the mention of her name just sends shivers down my spine, Cruz. What a woman. I'm talking about Eden, of course, not Jane.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
You know, Cruz, it was that poor, misguided fellow Marcos. He's the one that committed all those dreadful crimes, not me. You'll never make that stick. You know that. I'm too clever. You know that.
What I know about you is that you're a born loser, pal.
You're wrong. Kirk Cranston is a born winner. I mean, you may be holding the hardware right now, friend, but I am still holding all the cards, Cruz. You're on my turf. Practically every square foot of this place, this island, is mined, booby-tracked, rigged. I mean, I'm the only one who knows how to set the whole thing off. God. Don't you just love the suspense? Hey, one of you makes a false move right now, you may find yourselves impaled by a spear. Wow, a spear. Or, I don't know, dropped into the drink to feed a big, hungry fish. Yeah. You pay your money, you take your chances. Oh. Filthy habit. Disgusting, really. I'm gonna have to give it up one of these days. Too bad. Aside from knocking a couple of people off, it's the only little vice I allow myself.
Chris, watch it. Chris, here. Come on, you're gonna... Come on.
Like 4 little babies. Huh. Just got beat out of a meal of dog food. All because that warmed-over priest ruined my special effect.
You okay?
Thanks to you. Okay, pal.
Well, what are you gonna do? Shoot me in cold blood?
Why the hell shouldn't I?
Because you can never get off this island without me, Castillo. You don't know what arrangements I've made with the yacht, where to pick us up, what time. I mean, my men know. But they would rather suffer excruciating pain and die slow, horrible deaths than tell you anything. Right, team? Aloha, team. On the other hand, maybe they'd rather take their chances double-crossing me like that runner we had through here not too long back that tried copping a couple of free samples of my merchandise. You know, the one that we're still finding bits and pieces of washing up onto the beach.
Right, boss.
Then again, maybe your companion here is going to tell us where the boat will be, since I'm sure she noticed that you just tried to flush her down into the fish tank. What about it, Lonnie?
Look, she doesn't know. Even if she did, she'd never betray me.
You were going to kill me, Kirk.
Why do all women always have to take everything so personally? That was an accident. You know I love you.
The yacht's arriving tonight on the north side of the island in the cove.
How did you know? Who told you?
Kiko mumbles in his sleep. He was much better in bed than you ever were.
So, another double-crossing little tramp. Well, just like all the rest of them. Just like Eden.
What did you say?
Go ahead. Make my millennium. And I'll just flick the little switch right here of this remote, which will set into motion the greatest special effect of all. Poof! A puff of smoke, and we are all gone to kingdom come. Bits and pieces of us, Castillo, scattered to the winds. And when Eden, the grieving widow, comes to claim your remains, oh, there just isn't going to be anything left behind to claim. I mean, sure, you know, she may find a greasy little clump of her beloved's hair, or a melted belt buckle, or a little, singed bit of those everlasting jeans. Yeah. But think of the hell she's going to go through when she finds out you're dead. The same kind she suffered when I had your baby kidnapped. If I can't have her, the next best thing is to make her life miserable. And you called me a loser.
And a coward to boot.
You don't have the guts to face me one-on-one, do you? You never did like it man to man. Isn't that right, Kahana?
You're calling me gutless, huh? A man who has survived losing his heart, his leg and his eye, who's broken out of every prison around here. They find it impossible to keep it in? A coward? Who's created all this? And now will have the ultimate satisfaction of destroying his worst enemy? Coward?
Oh, my God.
Oh, well, I fooled you all, didn't I? Huh? Hey, Cruz, that is just the warm-up act to the Big Bang. What do you think?
Well, I guess it'll have to do, huh, Kirk?
If you can't have the real thing. And I'm right about you, aren't I? You're scared to deal with me one-on-one. Without guns or tricks or these goons to back you up. Just two old sparring partners duking it out to the death. Yeah, well, don't say I didn't ask.
Winner takes all?
Well, now, I don't guess the loser'd be around to stop him.
It's very tempting, I have to admit.
Yeah, well, it is the only way to prove who's the best man. But I know you don't want to put that to the test, since you know you're already looking at him.
Yeah, sure, you're on. Man to man. Just the two of us.
You're kidding.
No.
You really gonna clear this room?
Everybody out. Clear out. Go on. All of you. We don't want any unnecessary accidents, now do we?
Take these jerks down to the club and wait for the yacht.
Forget it. We're not leaving you here.
You do what I told you, Nikki.
I know the drill, Cruz, but I think we should stick together.
Michael, I'll meet you down there at the boat.
Yeah, Michael, just in case he doesn't make it down to the boat, you'll know where to find him buried by the shark tooth on top. Well, aloha, Lonnie. Aloha. How about one more kiss for good luck, huh? Oh, that is so unsanitary. Go on, take her. Muzzle her. And keep her away from her little bed buddy, Kiko. They are animals. So what do you think of the picture, huh? Kind of fitting that we're having our last encounter underneath it. Okay. What next?
What a man. Why don't we ditch these weapons? These guns, that remote. What do you say we throw them in the water at the same time?
Very symbolic. Of course, you were always very deep, Castillo. All right. Sure you're gonna get a bang out of these appetizers, kids. Don't worry, though. The Mexican entree is coming up.
The gun, too, Kirk. On the count of three?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Well, now it really is just you and I. And the reason for it.
Move it!
We gotta stop now, Michael. We can't leave Cruz like this.
All right, sit down, there. And don't think about taking a run for it. Look, I don't like it either, but if we go back, we're just gonna make it worse. I know how Cruz thinks. He felt that we all, including him, had the best shot if he has Cranston alone.
Look, tell me again why this entire nightmare isn't my fault.
It's not.
Look, never mind. I wouldn't believe
You're not
you anyway.
responsible for Cranston.
Look, I helped him.
He blackmailed you, and you were trying to save your brother's life.
Keep going around in circles. Amado's got to be worried sick by now.
And you're going to see him again real soon.
Oh, that's right. You got that direct line to God, huh? Well, while you're at it, would you mind asking if I'm going to end up getting kicked off the force or better yet deported?
Hey,
this island's starting to look better every minute.
Don't start concocting worst-case scenarios. As far as I'm concerned, they're going to know there was extenuating circumstances, and you're going to be put on probation.
Too bad you're not the one who's going to be deciding my future.
I may not be deciding it, but I plan on being a part of it.
What did I do to deserve you, huh? You've been risking your life, your career, everything. And all I ever did was give you a hard time.
If our situations were reversed, I know you would be taking the same risks for me.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But do us a favor, huh? Don't give me a chance.
There's a certain bond between mortal enemies, don't you think? I mean, I know that sounds like a contradiction in terms, but you know what they say, that hate is the flip side to love. Well, maybe I'm your flip side, Castillo. Now, that's a scary thought, huh? For me, anyway. God knows I've loved and hated Eden, usually at the same time. I think it was because of that love that I just went off the deep end. But I'm not too crazy to realize just how crazy I am, Castillo. No, I've spent several lifetimes in prison wondering what I would have been like if she had loved me. Just allowed it, if our baby had lived. You know, it sounds kind of funny, but I think I could have dug being the little family man, you know? Taking the little nippers out on the weekend, showing them how to play a little American baseball, teach them how to swim, grilling steaks out on the barbecue. You know, so long as Eden was always there, right, Cruz? I mean, smiling. Yeah, that beautiful smile she has. And, of course, every so often, maybe just coming up to me to give me a little kiss or just to tell me that she loved me. That would have been nice. And then, of course, late at night, back at the ranch, house is quiet and dark. Kids are upstairs asleep. It's peaceful in the Cranston household. Eden and I are in bed. And I reach out to her and I touch her shoulder. And she turns, rolls over and faces me. And I can see the glow of love in her eye for me in the dark. And I can hear her breath starting to come just a little more quickly. And the smells. Yeah, that's the way that I've imagined it again and again and again and over. So tell me, Castillo, is that right?
Part of it.
Okay, well, we got ours, right? I mean, come on. Come on, tell me the rest. Every detail. Dying man's last wish. At least I could enjoy this secondhand.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll be pleased to know, Kirk, that you have forced us on occasion to spend some time apart. Like when you kidnapped our baby. We looked and looked so long and we couldn't find her. Till finally Eden had to get away just to give herself a chance to heal her broken heart. Of course, I stayed behind. Felt like I was barely alive right about then. But we found her. Got over the bad memories like we always have. And sometimes maybe we get caught up in our work too much and we don't see each other as much as we'd like. We might even argue sometimes, but basically, we just love each other. Effortlessly. Kind of like it was meant to be, you know?
Wow, Cruz and Eden. One of the great love affairs of the 20th century. Who knows? Maybe she would have loved me like that if you just hadn't been around, Cruz. Oh, well. Next lifetime, eh?
She wouldn't have loved you like that if you were the last man on the face of the planet. You should have been looking for someone else to bark at, pal.
No. Eden was it, Castillo. No, look, I had hundreds of girls after Eden. And they all loved me. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted Eden. Haven't you ever wanted anything enough, huh? That you would have risked everything to get it, including your sanity? I'll tell you what, Castillo. I've appreciated us having this little chat just now. Yeah, that's nice. Really. I actually think if we were such enemies that we could be pretty good buds. Friends. Amigos. Well, I'll tell you what, pal. There is just no way that I'm going to let you walk out of here now and right into the arms of the woman that I love. No. And the only solution I can come up with is that we're going to just have to call it a draw and die together. That way, for the rest of her life, whenever she mourns you, Castillo, at least she'll be thinking about me.
You always said you'd go out with a bang.
Look, we gotta go back. If there's any chance of getting Cruz out, we gotta get out of here.
I'll go. You stay here. Guard them.
Oh, God, are you all right?
Yeah. Once the place started to blow, I went in the water.
With the sharks.
What? How did you get away from them?
Well, I guess the explosion freaked them out. They didn't seem to have much of an appetite.
Believe it or not, he was on his way back to the lab. Turn around when I caught up with him.
Why?
Turn around.
To find out what happened to Kirk.
I saw the building, Cruz. It's nothing but smoking timber and rock.
I'm not leaving this island until I'm sure he's dead, Michael.
There's no way he survived.
I did! Until somebody puts a stake through that bastard's heart, my wife is going to be in danger.
Fine, and if he rode out on your back, that'd be the only way he'd still be alive.
Come at you, son of a...
William telegram for Cruz Castillo.
What's it say?
Kirk has extended an invitation for me to meet him at the island volcano for round 2.
You're not going.
Let me go with you. We'll set a trap for him.
Michael, after everything the man has put me and my family through, you'll forgive me if I need to take him myself. But the plan will be the same. You wait here for the yacht. If I'm not back in 24 hours, leave without me. Drop it.
Oh, rats. Oh, you got me again, Castillo. Okay, I'm putting the rifle down. Oh, you are so good at this, Cruz. And here, I thought I was king of the jungle. I couldn't hold a candle up to you. Of course, not that I wouldn't like to try. Isn't it sick? Just think. Imagine the spider getting caught by the fly.
Do you realize how close you are to dying right now?
Well, I've seen death, I've seen life. I just treat those imposters the same way, Cruz. Besides, you're not going to kill me. No, it's just not your style. You got all those things, those antiquated things like ethics, principles, or what is it that you call them? The Code of the West?
How you ever got loose again is beyond me. They should have chained you up in a hole somewhere.
Well, if you'd done what you should have done a long time ago, I wouldn't be around here pestering you right now. And I'm not talking about, staying out of Eden's life either. No, I mean later than that. I mean, you should have killed me all at once while you had the chance. Instead of, destroying me piece by piece. I mean, it would have been so much kinder. Well, you can do it right now, Cruz. Come on. You can atone for all your past sins. You'd be forgiven. blow me away, Castillo. Come on, one fell swoop this time. Come on, you can't miss. Come on, do it. Pull the trigger. I know you can do it. I know you're tempted. Shoot me! Yeah, that's it. Come on, let's put an end to Kirk Cranston. Because if you don't, I'm gonna put an end to you, Castillo. And that little tramp we were both married to. Shut up. Yeah, someday I'm gonna pay you both back for what you've done to me.
I said shut up!
Hey! Yeah! Kirk! Kirk! Cranston! God, the things you have to do to get on the A-list to get invited to your party, Cruz. Well, welcome. You're the first to arrive. I don't think we should wait for the others. What do you say? Yeah, I think you can see that I've provided you everything here that you may want for your last supper. Your seat's right over there. Go on.
Look, pal, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll just pass. What is that?
Well, amigo, you have just stepped onto a landmine. Standard World War II issue, pressure plate type. Yeah, you don't even take your foot off right now, or if you pull it off that button, you will be blown to kingdom come. Oh, you really should have killed me while you had the chance. What did I say?
Oh, next time I will, believe me.
Oh, hey, you think there's going to be another chance? Oh, golly gee whiz, no. I don't think so, Castillo. You know, I was just fondly reminiscing a while back while you're coming through the jungle and all the chances you've had to kill me. But, my friend, it's too late now.
Oh, I doubt that. If you really think that, you're worse off than you look. You're actually crazy enough to believe you're going to get away with this, Kirk?
Well, I'll tell you what. If I am mad, I've been driven to it. And you, my friend, were my chauffeur. Excuse me. Forgive me. I'm just going to dig right in here. You know, I'd like to give you some of this, but if I come even remotely close to you, I think you might do something a little foolish. That means that I'm not going to be able to share my picnic with you. Now, isn't that a pity? You know something? Come to think of it, Castillo, I think the only thing we've ever shared was Eden. Oh, wasn't that enough? Talk about a hot lunch, huh? What a picnic! Look at this. The champagne here comes from France. I had it flown in from Paris. And the pâté is so dish. It's pheasant, yeah. It flies in here all on its own. Yeah, I tell you, it's wonderful dealing with a product like ice. Now, that's what I call a solid liquid asset. You like that one? Oh, and the cash flow. Enormously gratifying. I'm thinking about taking some of my profits and just investing a little bit in Santa Barbara. Maybe I'll buy the whole damn place. Hey, how does Kirkville sound, Cruz?
You can go to hell, pal.
Sure I could. But then I'd just run into you down there, too. No, Castillo. You are standing on the edge of death, my friend. Eternity, just a step away. Ooh, isn't that thing nasty? Look at that. I just hope it doesn't get infected. You know, things don't heal well in the tropical jungle here. You know what? That's exactly how I lost my leg, the gangrene. Come to think of it, you've just been whittling me away to nothing. I mean, first my leg, then my eye, now my arm.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't have anything to do with your eye.
Well, indirectly you did. Sure, it was the last time you sent me off to prison. You know what happened? I've been transferred to the psychiatric ward. Now, that was lucky because, well, I wouldn't have escaped otherwise. And I got into this little tussle with this 300-pound gorilla that was called an orderly.
Well, it's a damn shame. You know, I wish he'd have done to you what I should have done to you when I had the chance. No, I don't. Actually, it would have denied me the pleasure of doing it myself.
You know something, Cruz? I can't even remember how we ever got off onto the wrong track. It's been so long ago.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I just basically psyched you out for a jerk the moment I laid eyes on you, and I hated your guts from the get-go. That was how it worked.
No. I think maybe it was because I married Eden first.
Forced Eden to marry you, you mean?
Oh, well, hey, as long as you were playing Mi Casa es Su Casa with Santana, I was just taking a golden opportunity.
Eden told me she never loved you for a minute.
Yeah, well, I guess you'd like to think that, huh? But can I tell you something? That those few months we had together were the happiest moments in my life. Especially our honeymoon. Oh, God, how we made love.
I got the impression she couldn't stand being around you. I believe she said you made her skin crawl. Yeah, that was it. You made her skin crawl.
Yes, indeed. I'd make it crawl right back into bed with me every time those 7 layers wanted to peel out on me. You know, funny. I never would have thought that you found it so unpleasant. I mean, all those groans and moans and sighs and... You think that was all a pretense or something, Cruz? Tell me, what's it like for you? Uh-oh. I can see now that I've upset you. Anyway, you know what? I think I'm just going to skip dessert and give it all to you. What do you say? See if this appeals to you, huh? Isn't that appetizing? Something like a chocolate Bombay. Actually, the bakery called it a digital detonator delight. You see, that mine that you're standing on, Cruz, has a backup. This little detonator right here is a remote. So even if you don't fall by yourself, this thing is going to cause you to go up automatically. Well, there now. The countdown begins. You got 60 minutes. That's 1 hour to blast off. Cruz, hey, I just thought of our theme song, what it should be. Yeah, you know that old song? When the angels meet, they sing. How does it? Yeah. Well, you know, from now on, whenever I hear that, I'm going to be thinking about you. When we meet, the angels sing. They do. The angels sing the sweetest song I ever heard. Kaboom! Kaboom, boom, boom, boom. Kaboom, kaboom! Do-do-do, kaboom! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, yes, when we meet. Give me a
You left my gun, you idiot. Which way do I pull, Kirk?
Well, happy new life, Kirk. May old acquaintance be forgot and never pollute my mind. It won't be long now, Cruz. Your body she'll never find. Here's to the memory of that glorious crime fighter, predator, and wife stealer, Cruz. I never knew your middle name, Castillo. Boom.